What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Etc. Podcast. You're here with your host, me, Mark, along with my co-host, Spider-Man's in the
You already know what's
building.
going on.
Let's
Bam,
go,
bam, bam, bam,
let's
bam.
go. We got Spidey in the building. He's here to represent Philly. He's not in New York right now. He heard about some bad shit happening around Philly, but that's usual. But he's here to just come down and talk with us on the podcast. So it's good, say what's up to Spider-Man. So how you feeling today, Spider-Man?
Feeling good, man. Appreciate y'all for having me on. I know
Of course.
Vic had to step down for the week. He had some issues coming down here, so I was happy to come through. This is more important, obviously.
Yeah. For Vic, he had to, drive, get through traffic. Spidey over here just, took a couple buildings and, made it down here in like 2 seconds. So
Yeah, man. I was just in town because like after the couple games, Eagles won, Phillies won. They going to the World Series and whatnot. Congrats to them. I'm a New York guy, but it is what it is.
yeah,
Y'all get a little crazy after y'all sports teams win, so I had to come down. Police department called me over. They was greasing poles. I'm like, you fucking up my web spots. I can't really swing off nothing.
Makes
But
sense.
I get it. So I had to come down, keep some crowd control. So
and I saw you probably getting a little bit, busy with the cheesesteaks, the Philly cheesesteaks.
nah, yeah, of course. You got to pull up to the Poppies.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. I'm used to the chopped cheeses, but it's all good.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we're here today just to talk about a little. How was your weekend, Spidey?
My weekend was good, man. I honestly, I forgot. It's a blur kind of. So
It's a lot of shit happens.
Yeah,
You're a little busy.
I don't even, what day is it? Tuesday?
You mix a few things together.
I know this is supposed to come out with day after Halloween and whatnot, so don't be confused. It's the real deal.
True.
But yeah, my weekend was good, man. Got some food. The usual. Did some good things. Worked. Had a good time.
That's what's up.
You know how that go. You've seen the books.
It's a little busy. I can tell.
Yeah. How about you, man?
Whoa.
Hello.
Okay. We're back.
You sound good to me.
We're back. Okay. Yeah, but it was good. I'm trying to remember what day it was. I don't exactly freaking remember, but I did go in this past week or weekend. Did go to see the new Halloween movie.
Honestly, when I have my time, big fan.
Yeah. But it wasn't that great. If I'm being honest.
Have you like watched all of them leading up to the last one, or you just kind of went in there just to watch it?
So I watched the first one that came out in 2018, which was like the newer version, obviously, of like the trilogy they have now. So I watched that one, and I actually really enjoyed that one. It was good, and it's just like let everybody know, like I don't really care for like horror movies or anything like that. But Halloween was always technically like a thriller type, like slasher. So it's not really so much like you're in there to expect some crazy like horrific shit or just like gore and all that. So I was like, you know what? When I watched it, the very old one, that's kind of what it was, and I like enjoyed it. It's very subtle, but you're still getting a bit of like the suspenseful, scary shit of it. But yeah, I watched that one 2018. Then I didn't watch the second one, which was Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
I never watched that one. So I ended up actually just going to see Halloween Ends before watching Halloween Kills. And yeah, I wasn't really that, happy with the way, Halloween Ends was. It was not what I expected and just kind of a little bit of the And then after that, I had watched Halloween Kills because it was on HBO Max. So I was like, okay, I'll watch that. And even then, that one was not that great either.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a weird. But I would say that Halloween Kills was the way the plot was going with it. I enjoyed it a lot more than I did Halloween Ends. It was just Halloween Kills. It was like you got the whole like town kind of like, okay, we're gonna group up on this guy, which is the right thing to do. You see like all these films where it's just one by one, let's just try to take him out. But they actually said, oh, we're gonna get the goons, they gonna get the Avengers. I know you know about that.
Yeah. We would have took care of him in like
exactly
5 minutes tops.
Exactly.
It wouldn't have been a movie. It would have been like a short.
Exactly. And that would have just been done deal. But they went and tried to do their thing, and somehow people in Illinois still couldn't do it. I guess that explains a lot about them. But yeah, so they couldn't do it, and then that's where you got Halloween Ends, and then it kind of just gets into a whole more thing of like this whole love story thing, and that's where I kind of like was like, this isn't it. I was like, why are we trying to include this whole like rom-com / like thriller shit? But yeah.
I mean, it's just a cash grab at that point. Like they used
Yeah.
to the name. They could just throw his face on there, and they know people gonna show
Yeah,
up.
it makes sense. Halloween, why not? But
Yeah,
still, I was like, it's not that great, really. So, but it's whatever.
it's good. I was meaning to see it, but I was like, I ain't see the Halloween Kills or nothing yet.
Yeah,
But
it don't really
it
matter.
is what it is. So that's good. That's good. Glad that you at least gave it a shot and you didn't enjoy it. I'm personally a
Yeah,
superhero movie myself
sure.
type of
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. Same,
Um,
same.
yeah, yeah,
Try to
yeah,
get out of
yeah.
my comfort zone and see what happens. So
You get disappointed.
exactly, I'm gonna go right back to it.
I have some pretty good shows
Yeah, you do.
from
You
back in
do.
the day. A
You have
couple
a
good
lot, a
movies.
lot.
Yeah. Honestly, I think you would have been better off watching those, but that's neither here nor there. Um, I had sent you a couple stories before I came on here. I was like, like these might be good to talk about. Did you get a chance to take a glance at them at all?
I did. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know where we would start. Maybe we would want to start with something you probably got yourself involved with a few times, but it's with the scene of Halloween. There's been a lot of stuff going on with pumpkins
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. Yeah, Halloween just passed. Forgot where it was. It Mexico?
yeah, yeah,
You
the
get
border
some
and
mixed up.
yeah,
Mexican border. They had a bunch of pumpkins,
yeah.
and they were yeah. You see so many of these cases, it gets hazy, but this one in particular, it was a pumpkin filled with condoms that were filled
With
with
filled with
liquid meth.
yep.
Now, I know you might be thinking, Spider-Man, what the hell does that mean? Let me break it down for you one more time. So, you guys know pumpkins, right? Halloween was just yesterday.
True.
Pumpkin, right? And then, you want to shoot webs. You got the condoms, right? You filled it up with liquid meth. Y'all know Walter White, great friend of
Mhm.
mine. I know I shouldn't be friends with him, but he's just a good show. Honestly, couldn't recommend it more.
Yep.
Poured it into the condom because they're good at holding liquids. I don't know how they grew it into the pumpkin,
Yeah,
or they just like cut it up
they didn't really like explain that part, but
because you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
pumpkin grow stuff inside it.
Yeah,
So
I
how
think
pumpkin grow condom filled meth
I think
inside
they
it,
just kind of probably cuts the pumpkin
and
and
then just like
then
resealed it somehow,
yeah, reseal. That's the only way I could
like
think
on
of
the
it.
bottom maybe.
Yeah, like that's probably why. Yeah, once they started to investigate, they probably saw some type of like cutting into it, and that's when they like were like, oh, what's this? But
Yeah.
yeah,
'Cause I've seen it before. Like I've
yeah,
seen some other place, like they've done it with watermelon,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
there
yeah,
and then there'll be like it'll be a bust that we'll get, and then they'll try to like open it, and you'll just see like cocaine
cocaine.
inside, fine Colombian cocaine inside of a
Yeah,
watermelon.
inside of watermelon, bro.
I haven't tried it myself. I'm on the right side of crime,
True, true.
but
Yeah,
I've seen it, and you've
exactly.
seen it enough times, you know the good from the bad stuff.
Mm,
So yeah, I mean, honestly, kind of impressive, but they got caught. You know what I
yeah.
think of when I think of that? On me, besides from my superhero movies, I'll be watching my little anime. Hunter x Hunter. They're talking about how like they was trying to get the game piece to get inside the game and shit.
Oh, so they were trying to get into Greed Island.
Yeah,
They were
yeah, yeah,
trying to
yeah, yeah.
get yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
they were trying to like get the money for it, and they were trying to go to an auction. They're talking about how like there's these other tricks of like how to sell stuff, or like there'll be like a container that was supposed to be like there's rumors that it has like jewels in it, but then when they buy it, they find that it's empty, and that's because
True, yeah.
people will think they opened it from this hole, but they
But
put the
they
hole in another side where you never
yeah.
think. So that's what I think of when I
True,
saw
true.
that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, my first thought was like, what kind of contraception were they using there? It seemed pretty, airtight.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Highly recommend if that's an ad for anything, and you find out what the brand is, and then just use that
exactly,
as
yeah.
advertisement.
But yeah, they got caught and yeah, I forget how much it was. I don't know how much it was worth or I can't
It was
remember.
like a hefty amount. It was like
Yeah, it was a good
500
amount.
mil or like close to it, like
Something like
three,
that.
400 mil,
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, truckload, tried to get it through, got caught. Yep.
all in a day's work, honestly.
Yeah.
But that's wild to me. Like, think about all the ways that people try and smuggle stuff into different countries. People put up in their butt. People
Yeah.
put in like different fruits and
I
whatnot.
mean, we didn't talk about it last time, but there was the other post or story about the same type of thing, but instead it was like they tried to fill it into the baby wipes.
Ah, yeah. I think that one was a pretty like
That one was a
that was a
lot.
lot of money
Yeah,
too. If I'm
that one was a
confusing
good
with the
amount too.
pumpkins,
And that
but
was like pallets of like
yeah, like
baby
baby wipes.
wipes.
Like imagine that some of that got lost. You go home and wipe your butt, and it's just like
Exactly.
or
And
wipe
you're
your
just
child's butt, and it's just
that pure
cocaine.
cocaine, that Colombian pure. Like, damn, bro. But yeah,
Baby wipes though.
yeah,
I
I
mean, I
don't
guess it makes sense though, because like when you see, oh, I mean, when you saw the photo, you see how it looks, and you
mhm,
think about a pack of baby wipes.
exactly.
It holds that form. They're,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. Yeah.
so I guess, but like, it's different kind of weight. You hold it, it's probably a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you had to like really like try to figure it out. I don't know. I don't want us like talking about it like I'm gonna start doing it,
Yeah.
but maybe you would just like try to weigh it and try to
It's
figure out if
like
it weighs the same amount before you put it in and whatnot.
it's like I'll ask the question again. What brand of baby wipes were we talking about
Yeah,
here?
exactly.
For research purposes.
just trying to figure the whole story out.
Yeah. Just get a really good grasp of what to and not to buy.
Exactly. Just making sure y'all understand what happened
The
here.
severe for the children
For the children,
to make
exactly.
sure you're not using their own baby
From
wipes.
Spider-Man to the children.
Yes.
Just trying to figure it all
PSA.
out. But yeah, I know that was a good amount, but yeah, it was like pallets and a whole like truckload of just baby wipes filled with like that, cocaine.
Yeah. I will say, not to change topics, but I just want to put this out there. One thing that they never talk about with this suit is how this shit fogs up. Um,
You
so
just can't even see me at this point.
huh?
You just can't even see me at this point.
Yeah,
You're like looking over.
like I'll exhale and it fogs up, and I try to take a deep inhale and it clears up a little bit for me. So I'm just, and I'll see you, and then you're gone.
I see. Like, oh my,
Now it's even worse because I just
like, oh
laughed.
shit.
So it's just like a fog. I couldn't imagine like trying to like, you know,
I mean, I
nav-
guess if you're like outside, in the air, I'm pretty
yeah.
sure it probably ventilates better.
I gotta talk to the guys at Stark, RIP.
Yeah,
Um,
true.
try and get that figured out. You would think they'd figured everything else out, but they can't figure out this fog thing.
Yeah, you're not wearing the nanotech
Mm-mm.
version.
Yeah, it's just a little uncomfortable. I'm trying to sit and talk to you, Mark.
True,
I don't see any threats in here. You seem like a good guy.
You're right. You're right. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was that. I'm trying to remember what was the other story that we had.
Oh, this one was my personal favorite, the third one.
This third.
Um,
Wait,
yeah, there was another person that tried to smuggle some cocaine, and it was in an airport.
an airport.
It,
Okay.
and this was a person who was in a wheelchair. They stuffed cocaine, that pure Colombian cocaine, in a wheelchair, and they were acting as if they were paralyzed or like handicapped
Yeah,
or handy capable.
handy
I
capable.
think that's the
Right?
proper term
I
now.
think so. Yeah.
Apologies. But yeah, he smuggled it in a wheelchair, and there was like they were doing it in an airport, and obviously you have a lot of security, a lot of canine units and dogs and like drug units in there. It's also kind of crazy when you think like the training that those dogs go through.
Yeah, I
They
always.
have to like do coke
Yeah, I really do like
to
think
like
about that
pick
sometimes,
that up.
because it's not like something. Because dogs have really great like high senses like
Mm-hmm.
smell, but like they're never trained to really like smell a specific thing and
Yeah,
only look for that thing. But these dogs, they're literally like just shove it in their
yeah,
nose and they just like sniff it.
yeah. The average dog is just like, oh, like I smell the cocaine.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna ignore the cocaine because that's not my job.
But
But then the trained dogs, they'll be like, "That's cocaine. I'm gonna go bite this man's leg off."
that's what I'm saying too. Like what? Because a lot of the times too, at least when you see on movies and stuff like that, the dog will find it and then they'll start barking. So like I'm
Hmm.
almost like trying to think like what do they tell the dog to do? Because like a dog sniffs something. I don't think a lot of times when a dog sniffs something, they're just gonna start barking at it.
No,
So in my head, I'm like, what do they do to the dogs to tell them like, okay, when you do smell this, like you just gotta go fucking crazy.
yeah.
Like
I mean, it's just like because I mean, since they obviously don't speak English, so they gotta communicate somehow. And then once they get a little sniff, they just gotta like get out of their normal abnormal to kind of let the cop know like, hey, like something's going on.
yeah.
And then the owner will be like, hey, like, you smell something? And then they'll lead them to something. They'll sniff it again and they'll be like, yep,
Right?
I smelled it. It's right here.
It's right here. Yeah, this is exactly what I was sniffing.
So, yeah, so that happened. The dog freaked out a little bit, found the cocaine. Something was off. Maybe it was on the person, maybe it was on the chair. They found
That's
out it was in
crazy.
the chair. But the funniest part is obviously he's posing as somebody who's handicapable, unable to walk, or at least struggles to walk. So they catch him, and then he tries to walk off. So obviously, after the fact, you're thinking obviously this guy was faking it. But to be a normal person in that situation, watching it live, you would
Yeah.
assume, oh my God, this poor person is handicapped
Yeah.
and the dog is messing with them. And then as soon as he got caught, he just,
He just starts moving.
it's a miracle.
Right? Oh my God, this dog, it was the thing I needed all this time.
I'm terrified of dogs.
Right?
So it taught me how to walk again.
This is a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, man. That's tough, man. Imagine trying to like break the law that hard that you're just learning how to reseal pumpkins, stuff baby wipes, and wheelchairs
Yeah, I mean, I guess at a certain point when you're in that business, it's just like
by
I
any
can
means.
almost, yeah, because I can almost think of it as like you got your higher boss and they're just like, we need these
Make it
things. We
happen.
make it happen. And you're just in a room, in a circle, a table of people. It's like, all right, guys, start shooting ideas. What do we got? What do we got?
Yeah.
It's like, oh well, there's never been something on our records with pumpkins.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, that's true. True. The season is coming up. Yes, yes, we could use that. And then next thing you know, it's like, well, baby wipes have the form. We could always use that. It's like, I like where your head's at, baby wipes. Yes.
So
So
who's gonna check a guy who can't walk? Am I
exactly,
right?
exactly.
So how about we just send a bunch of our guys
you know,
in a wheelchair? But like you think about it, guy like yourself, guy like me, I have my spidey sense. It's not perfect, You think about
yes,
your day to day. Think about how many times you probably walked by somebody that was probably in the middle of doing that. Like maybe you've been on a couple flights in your life, right?
yeah,
Think about how many maybe on there somebody was smuggling something.
true. Never know.
Yeah. Like I mean, I'm not talking about your regular little, little bit of a Ziploc of weed, but like the hardcore, pure Colombian cocaine,
Like the illegal shit.
You're looking at a
Like,
baby
really,
stroller and you're like, damn, that baby's got a lot of baby wipes.
right?
Come to find out,
that ain't
that baby's ready to party.
that ain't Huggies,
Nah,
or
nah, nah.
whatever. Yeah.
That ain't baby wipes. That ain't no Huggies. That ain't no I don't know any other baby brands. I don't have any
Yeah, I know,
kids.
actually. Yeah, I don't know.
Mary Jane's not really
But yeah, I can't, never know really. So it'd be crazy to think now when you start going on flights and stuff, you start looking at things people got, and you're just like, why, why is your neck rest that husky?
yeah.
Why is it that
Facts. You're
big?
just giving out ideas at this point, Mark.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, just wondering why. Why is your neck rest that thick? I don't think you need that much. I don't think your neck hurts that bad.
Yeah. Now, somebody like yourself, I'm used to being a part of crime all the time.
Sure.
But if you're in that situation, do you think you ever see people, when there's crime going on and I'm not there and they just try and do their best to like try and stop somebody? Do you think you'd be
Yeah.
able to do something like that?
Um,
Just recruiting for future Spider-Mans.
I guess it really does depend on the situation, just because like if there really is no one else around, but I know I can be capable of doing it and I know that I'll be safe in doing it, I think I'll do it. But if I know there's other people around and I also know that I probably will either die or like get in crazy like injuries, I'll probably be like, nah, I'm good, bruh.
Mm,
Just because like again, if that person has a gun somehow before they actually get into like,
yeah.
the actual part of the air. I don't know.
You
Like I'm
never know how
just
desperate somebody is.
or like a knife, it doesn't have to be a gun, just a knife. And next thing you know it, like I try to like tackle them, and next thing you know it, while I'm on them, they just six and
Yeah.
now I'm just dead. Like
Because you wanted to play the hero.
exactly, because I wanted to be the hero. I didn't have my spidey senses and now I'm dead. So yeah. So it really depends. But if I can like see that this person probably isn't gonna really do anything, they're probably like paranoid, scared. I think I could probably like, get in there and probably make them trip or something and then just be like, yeah, stay down.
That'd be the dream for me.
Yeah.
Just an easy day's work for me to be like, oh, psych.
Exactly. And then everybody's just like, oh my God, you're a hero. Just like, hey man, what can I say? He was there. I put my leg out and look, now we're off safe. But yeah, I think that would probably be like the ideal situation if possible. But that only happens in movies. It's a lot of times you see in
Yeah,
yours.
yeah. I mean, I don't act You know,
True.
I talk to my boy Tom. He handles most of it. I leave it to him.
Oh,
He's the
yeah.
real hero here, you
Yeah,
know.
true, 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 true.
I just kind of, you know, I do my deed and I go home. Nobody knows who I am.
True,
So
okay.
props to him. I don't know how he does it. If I
Hey,
took this
man.
mask off, it'd be a big problem.
Big
We wouldn't even
problem.
be able to make it to the parking lot.
Yeah, true, true, true.
So you know how it is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then what about the people that, like, when you came in here before?
They haven't seen me with the mask yet.
Okay.
I haven't left this room with the mask.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
once I walk back out of here, I'll take the mask off.
Okay, yeah, that makes
And I
sense.
trust you.
Yeah,
We drove together.
exactly.
Yeah.
Why do we drive?
It's my day off, dude. You know? Trying to
Okay,
take it
okay.
easy for once, you
You're
know?
right, you're right, you're right.
Risk get
True,
tired.
true, true. You ever think about, like, maybe, like, Spider-Man just never has, like, owns a car in his whole life because he can just always swing? You know?
Honestly, like, I get it, you know? Spider-Man could fly, Flash beat, you know, he doing this
True,
thing. Why can't we all have cars?
true, why not?
I want a Spidey mobile, just a Batmobile. Think about how tough it would look.
Yeah. Wait, well, Batmobile, what's that?
Yeah, why'd you bring that up?
Sounds like something from a different universe.
No, I've seen the movies. I'm not dumb.
Oh, true. Okay.
Yeah, they're out there.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
What's
Okay.
his name? The guy married to J-Lo?
Oh, yeah.
And that Christian Bale fella?
Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. How are we doing on time? I can't see. Okay, we're good. We're good. You know, you got to get a close look.
Okay. But yeah, I respect that.
Yeah.
Wanting to drive a car. I would feel that if I was the Flash, and also like if you ever have like people that want to come with you, either you have family or you have your lady friend. I don't think she wants to be swinging on webs.
Yeah.
After she probably did like an hour's worth of her hair
Do
and
you-
makeup.
Do you know what it's like to swing through a city in the middle of December?
Yeah, nah,
It's
yeah.
brick as hell outside.
But I'm pretty sure you got the bubble jacket on, right?
I guess, but like
you got the Timbs on under
yeah, like you worn a coat outside, like it's still it helps, but it's not.
But I mean, when you like swinging in like 40 miles per hour, like
Yeah,
50,
yeah.
it can probably get pretty cold.
Gets turned up. Drive home one day and just in the cold and just stick your head out the window. See how long you last.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. But since I've been in the area, what's been really pissing me off?
What?
Obviously, it's my time off. Trying to take an easy, low profile job. I don't know if you've seen it yourself. I mean, you're from here, so I would assume you've seen it more than I have. But these goddamn freaking election fucking commercials, bro. I can't freaking
Oh yeah, John Fetterman.
bro. John Fetterman lived with his mom until he was 70 years old.
Yeah, never paid his taxes.
Never paid his taxes. He wants to murder your children.
Yeah. I forget there was another guy. I forget it. Like, again, I can't remember all the names because it'd be so many. But
Dr. Oz.
I know. I remember that one. But there was another
Emmett
one.
Oz
There was another one who's like supposedly like associated with Trump. I forget his name. But they like said his name, blah blah blah. Then they cut to another thing like, oh yeah, he doesn't care about choice, like he's not pro choice.
He's pro life.
He's pro life, and he was just like, oh, how do you feel about I think like something about like that whole thing about like whether or not he cares if pro like choice or whatever like that, and he's just like, no, I don't think it should be done. Like, they just cut to a clip of his audio clip of him just saying that, like,
and it could be something like the question could be something completely different. It's just like, how do you feel about something, just building a new building for this? It's like, I don't think it should be done.
Yeah.
They just put it into whether or not he thinks that people should have the right to have an abortion.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just like, bro, there's so many. But I think my favorite is John Fetterman. Not as far as like who I would choose, but I just think the ads are like the funniest ones are John Fetterman.
Everybody's just been grinding each other up, and it's just back to back to back. There's that one lady, her name was like Wild. And it's like, that was actually like one of my favorite commercials because they're just like talking about all the shit that she does and like how she wants to raise taxes or anything under the sun. And, she spit in a baby's face. And then it's just like, it ends because her last name is Wild. It's like, I forget her first name, but it's like, Sarah Wild. She's wildly out of touch. And it's just like, all right, like that shit is so corny.
The one thing that's funny about John Fetterman is not even about anything they say about him. It's the fact that how he dresses. No, bro, if you really pay attention, no matter what picture, whatever he had, like he does, he's always wearing a hoodie with his sleeves all the way up like
Yeah,
this all the
because
time.
he's a normal guy.
He's
He's a
always
normal
like this
guy.
all the time in a hoodie. He's always wearing a hoodie and like
Just
this,
the
bro.
gray soul patch and the
Yeah,
beard
that
is
is
rolled
so
up,
like I
and it's a
noticed
zip
it.
up.
I always noticed it. I was like, why is he always wearing a hoodie?
He
Like,
wants to be a regular guy. He's not a politician.
there's probably like one I saw where he wasn't wearing it. I was like, wow, this is
Good for
different.
him. He's
I was
dressing
like,
up today.
wow, he's different. But yeah, majority of the time it's always a hoodie, sleeves up, and ready to just talk to the people. you
Yeah.
know?
He had a commercial. He's like, yeah, I just want to give people better jobs, lower taxes,
Yeah.
da 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 da. And they're just like, oh, John Fetterman was a virgin until he's 55. John Fetterman never left his parents' house.
Yeah, I remember the whole Oz thing was just like, oh, he's not even from Pennsylvania. It's just
I mean,
like,
he's not. He also
yeah.
pulled up to like Kensington and like loaded a bunch of drug addicts on a truck. There's like a video of him doing it. I was like,
Interesting.
what's going on here? He's not even isn't he like a vet?
I think he's an actual doctor.
I don't think so.
Could have sworn I
Can you
remember
Google
when
that?
when he
I can't
actually
see.
like I think I remember when he actually had his show. I think he was actually like, you know, he was actually a doctor. Let's see. All right.
I never liked him. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I didn't really care for him either.
Just weirdo, like evil vibes. And then I saw this article a couple of weeks back. He like, they have like press conferences and shit.
Yeah.
He like had a situation where like a woman came up to him and was like crying because her son got shot in Philly or whatever, and like he passed away. Come to find out, that was all staged. She never,
Really?
she didn't like have her son, like that didn't happen to her son or anything. It was all fake.
Hmm.
So like, why would you want to elect that guy? I'd rather have John Fetterman, 40-year-old virgin,
Sure.
than
Sure.
than lying Emmett
Sure.
Oz or whatever the hell his
Yeah.
name is.
Amid Oz, yeah. So I'm trying to see because I don't know why I'm like getting a different thing here. Let's see. I'm seeing a lot of stuff as to like Dr. Oz shouldn't be a senator. What's wrong with Dr. Oz?
What'd you type in?
I just put if he's an actual doctor, and like I'm getting like all this other shit.
Check his Wikipedia, see if they have like his degree or whatever. Because I'm pretty sure it's like for dogs and shit.
Could be right. Well, let's see. I think his real name is again that could be completely wrong.
It's like
Okay, here we go,
Emmett
here we go.
Oz or something, right?
Yeah, it's Mehmet
Oh, Mehmet.
Mehmet. Yeah, MEHMET.
Why do you have to add that?
Because I'm guessing that the H is there, so I'm trying to like pronounce it. It was Mehmet. Because like you gotta say the H, right? like it's just in there, smack in the middle for some reason. He's from Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he says occupation, television presenter, obviously, author, educator, physician. Starting with medical residency, 1986, present to present. So he's still active. Organization, Health Corps. He's Republican. Sucks. Yeah, it's really about it. I think he was in the service. It says
What is this wiki?
military career. It says, he was allegiance, Turkey, service branch, Turkish land forces.
He was born in Turkey or he's Turkish?
I don't. I mean, he could have been.
Mark, you gotta work on your research skills. Let's
Right,
see.
bro. I mean, it's Wikipedia. You can't really,
Grain of salt.
It says he's a Turkish American television presenter.
Okay, so he is from here. I was about to say, he's not even from here. They trying to push this election.
He says he is the first Muslim candidate to be nominated by either major party for the U.S. Senate.
And he's Muslim. Not saying that that's an issue, but they made it a big deal with Obama.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I wonder why it's not an issue this time.
Yeah, it says television presenter, author, politician, professor, whatever, and retired cardiothoracic surgeon.
Oh, so maybe, I mean, I don't know why I heard he was like, I mean, maybe it was one of those commercials, but.
Yeah, you see, they got to.
Yeah.
Is he really a surgeon?
They said something about him abusing pets.
I mean, I could probably still.
They was they was probably just talking shit. It was like he kicked the puppy. He like stole candy from a child.
He didn't feed his own dog.
He lost his virginity when he was 42.
It seems like all these people never lost their virginity.
They don't get laid. Except for Wild. Wild gets laid all the time.
Do you really want to trust your life with a virgin? It's like, okay.
Vote for wild.
For a
Let's
while,
get wild.
she gets her back just it's like, damn, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, politicians, man. It's just, it's a time of the year,
Yeah.
where all that shit just starts pulling out.
And we're gonna be close to the president one again pretty soon. It's like, yo, like they be abusing like no wonder those campaigns cost so much money. They be blowing those freaking like those commercials out of like
Yeah.
crazy.
You can
Like I could
only,
see it. I could see it once.
yeah.
Or just upload it on YouTube for free. Like if people want to see it, they'll look for it.
Yeah. I think it should be a thing where it's like, just put it on once every hour, on TV, once every hour, I feel like it's fine. But throw that thing like every commercial, like you're just like, bro, okay, I get
I'm trying to watch SpongeBob, and y'all
it.
just three campaign ads against each, all of them coming at each other in like in the
Exactly.
same commercial break.
And I could only imagine, like, and they be doing that on kids channels too. You got
Yeah,
Nickelodeon, the kids just sitting there like, what is this?
yeah. Like I'm trying to watch freaking Jimmy Neutron. Like
I was trying to
chill.
see the ads about the commercials about the new Hot Wheels, and
Yeah, the
I got
Zoop House.
exactly, man, bruh. Yeah, they do a little too much. I mean, I could understand, like that one time of the year, but I'm just like, yeah, I feel like they just, obviously they just never stop. Even when it's not this time of the year, they're even like throughout the beginning of the year to now, they're like just planning, like, yo, like, all right, we're gonna talk shit about this person. We got dirt on this guy. We're gonna make you look like this, and then you have to say this about this person. I'm just like,
John Fetterman pours his milk before he pours his cereal.
right? Sus, I think so.
Do you really want a sussy baka as your
Sussy
government?
Baka? I don't think so.
But yeah, I don't know. I ain't seen that one good candidate for anything in a hot minute.
No, yeah, I know. Usually, a lot of the times you hear stuff about, oh yeah, this person is
There's
pretty
like a
good.
clear, yeah,
I wouldn't even say clear. Like sometimes, because
a
obviously,
strong
yeah,
option.
because like, nobody's ever perfect. They probably have like one or two things where you're just like, I don't know how to feel about that. But the bigger problems they do are like follow what I like. But like you said, all the ones that we've seen, I feel like they all just kind of been just sussy bakas.
Yeah,
They just I don't trust a single one of them.
not poggers.
Yeah, not Oz, not Wild, not Fetterman. None of them.
It's a shame, but I think we're creeping up on our time. Because I have to run,
True.
Since I'm sure Victor will be here any minute, but I gotta head out.
Duty calls.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's tingles.
Oh yeah.
Never really off the clock, It's a shame,
Yeah.
but yeah, thank you for having me, man. It was
Of
a
course,
pleasure.
bro.
We should do this again sometime.
Of course, it's an honor to have you here, Spider Man. And yeah, let us know, whenever you're free or whenever you got time and whenever you're passing through,
Yeah, yeah,
'cause
yeah,
you're
yeah.
not that far. So
No, no, never that far.
yeah, just let us know.
I'm always available for you, Mark.
Of course, thank you, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Well, without further ado, we appreciate everybody for watching. You can find me on Instagram at EDC Marky Mark, Twitter at Marky Mark, and Twitch at Marky Mark as well. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I low key forget the stuff for the etc. Low key. But you can find us, down below.
Mm-hmm.
Down below. You can find if you want to hit us up about professional stuff. The email is down below. All our socials are down there too as well. So if you want to follow us there, we're doing really good things and we're grinding. So always make sure to look out for stuff and just keep tabs. Hit the bell. Sub. Let other people
Like,
know.
comment, subscribe.
Yeah, share. Let other people know because we love doing this. We love doing it for you guys.
Drop those
And
spider emojis in the comments.
if you like this video right
Gang,
now,
gang.
you get a special Spider-Man emoji. So yeah, if you actually like this right now, Spider-Man will come to your house personally,
Whoa.
dab you up,
Time up.
dab you up. But yeah, Spidey-Man, where can they find you? If they need you.
I don't know if you need my help. I don't need you finding me where I'm at.
I don't need you
I
finding
don't need
me.
you
I'll find
following
you.
me home.
I'll find you. Don't
You
worry.
don't need to follow me on the gram. I don't even have one, to be honest,
True.
But yeah, man. Just holla and I'll be there. My senses will let me know.
Got you.
Yeah, I'll catch y'all next time.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys for being here. See you next time. Peace out.